Hey guys, welcome back to another GTA 5 tutorial. In this tutorial guys, I'm just gonna go ahead and do an update on this very mod apartment and garage for single player right here. It seems like some people are having a problem installing this mod. They seem to not be able to buy the apartment once you install the once you install this mod. I don't know why, but I'm just gonna go ahead and do a reinstall for pretty much everything that goes with this mod. And before we can go ahead and go into that guys, I would like to invite you to my playlist right here, because I worked so hard to create this whole playlist for pretty much those who are new into GTA 5 modding. So with that said, you can go ahead and choose whether you want to go ahead and install LSPDFR or for some real life mods into your game, and everything is pretty much organized for you in an easy and pretty much an easy way for you to follow. All right, so if I go ahead and open up this full list right here for real life mods, the one thing I would really encourage you to do is to start from the top right here guys and make your way down. This way you're gonna go ahead and find that your mod install is going to be a little bit more easy and everything. Once you pretty much install the first two videos in here guys, everything should be in there. All your requirements that most mods need to function properly, you should have that covered if you watch the first two videos in this list right here. But I would like to encourage you to check out the first two in this very list over here for LSPDFR, because these are the more current ones. As you can see, these were made like 3 months ago, so these are a little bit more in detail and a little bit more fresh, and there's some things that I might have missed in the others in the other two that I would like you to follow right here in order for your game to function properly, especially for all of your mods. Okay, so with that said, we're gonna go ahead and install this mod right here. I already have everything downloaded, but I want to go ahead and remove what I already have installed in my game, so we can go ahead and install this fresh and see if it actually works for me. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and download this mod right here. Of course, make sure you do download the current version, and what we are going to need is the sideman for this mod right here. For the iFruit add-on 2, you're going to go ahead and download this file right here, and then you're going to go ahead and download the simple trainer. For the simple trainer, we are going to go ahead and activate our MP maps, because you are going to need MP maps to turned on in order for this mod to function properly. And we are going to need native UI, we are going to need Scooper V and scooperv.net. and for the Scooper V guys, make sure you install the Scooper V that's compatible with your game version. As you can see, this one is for version 1.0 2944.0, so that will be the current version of GTA 5 if I'm not mistaken, the very current one. I think I'm on the current one for my GTA 5 real life mods. And last but not least, we are going to need scooperv.net as well. Make sure you are installing all of these mods, should be current. All right, so let me go ahead and minimize this page, and I'm going to go ahead and open up my GTA 5 main directory where I have all of my scripts installed and all of my mods for real life mods installed. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and begin with the install. For this one is pretty simple. This one is going to be for the scooperv.net. I already have everything installed, but for these other mods, it's just a simple install really, so you don't really need to know too much about this. What we are going to need here is our ASI. The ones I'm going to highlight are the only files that you need to install in your game if you have not installed this already. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and drag and drop this inside our GTA 5 main directory just like so. It's gonna go ahead and ask you to replace, so we're gonna go ahead and replace this, and we are pretty much done with our scooperv.net. And before we can finish up everything, we're gonna go ahead and go into this configuration settings right here, and we're gonna go ahead and change this none for, and then we're gonna go ahead and just write insert just like so. And then over here we can go ahead and leave it as F4, or you can go ahead and just change this to none just like so. And if you made any changes right here, you're going to go ahead and go to file and save. Pretty much for this is for you to be able to refresh all of your scripts while you are in game. Let's just say you find that one of your scripts that you're trying to use is not working. You can always press insert on your keyboard. This is going to refresh all of your scripts, and then it's going to go ahead and start afresh the scripts. That way you are able to use your scripts without having to log out of the game. All right, so let's go ahead and close this. We are done with that. Next, we're gonna go ahead and install our Scribble V. Okay, for the Scribble V, I'll highly encourage that you install that's the one that's compatible with your game version. I'm on the latest game version. If I can go ahead and show you my game version right here, it's going to be all right. So my game version right now is 1.02944.0. so I am on the current version of GTA 5. So I'm going to install my current Scribble V for that. And if you're on the latest version, you can go ahead and Google around and see if you can find the Scribble V that's compatible with your game version. But I'll highly suggest that you update your game to the current version and install the current version of Scribble V. And we're gonna go ahead and take the files that I highlighted. We're gonna go ahead and drag and drop this inside our Scribble V. If you already have the old version or you might have the new version, it's gonna go ahead and ask you to replace. I'm just gonna go ahead and replace mine. It really doesn't matter, and we are pretty much done with that. Move that one to the top. Next, we're gonna go ahead and install our Scribble V. And I think I just noticed that the new the Simple Trainer, there's a new version that just came out like 2 days ago. If I can go ahead and go back over here, as you can see, as I'm recording this video, it's been updated 2 days ago, and this one is version 15.1. okay, so for me, since I already have the old version in there, the only file I'm going to need is this ASI file. I can just go ahead and drag and drop this one to update my trainer. If this is your first time installing this, go ahead and install this INI as well. All right, and since I have my INI in here, we're going to go ahead and go into this INI. We need to go ahead and activate our MP maps. So we're going to go ahead and open up these configuration settings, and then we're going to go ahead and press Control F for this box right here. And MP is already typed in for me. If it's not typed in, just go ahead and type MP. Make sure it is in capital letters, and then we're just going to go ahead and find once and find again. And this is where we need to be right here. All right, as you can see, mine is already MP maps equals 1. Yours, if you are doing this for the first time, is going to go ahead and say 0. Please go ahead and write 1 right here, and once you're done with that, go ahead and save. All right, and that's pretty much it on that. I'm gonna go ahead and move this one to the top. Next, we're gonna go ahead and install our iFruit add-on 2. For this one, we're just gonna go ahead and install inside our scripts folder. And let me go ahead and go up here. My scripts folder is right here, and I don't know if this gets generated after you run the game for the first time. I'm pretty sure it does, but as you can see over here, we only have one file, this DLL. I think it should be somewhere right here. As you can see, this one is 3/5/2018, and this one right here is 3/5/2018 as well. I'm just gonna go ahead and put it in there. It really doesn't matter, it's not gonna change anything. And we're gonna go ahead and close that. We are pretty much done with that. Next, we're gonna go ahead and install our native UI. I cannot stress this enough, guys. You need to make sure your native UI is always up to date. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead. I already have this installed in my game, but let me go ahead and show you right here and show you the version that I have as well. My native UI is right here. As you can see, it is 5/2/2019, and these ones over here too are 5/2/2019. I can just put this in here, it really doesn't matter. Go ahead and replace that. We are pretty much done with that. Let me go ahead and close this right here. All right, so we are done with that. Last but not least, we're going to go ahead and install our garage and our apartments and garage. All right, the main mod that we do need right here. All right, so since I already installed mine, I installed mine like a year ago if I'm not mistaken, I'm just gonna go ahead and try to take out some of the files that I have in here, and I'm gonna go ahead and install fresh ones from this folder just to make sure it actually works. So if it does work for me, I don't know why it should not work for you as well. All right, so let me go ahead and open up this folder right here, and as you can see, we have all of these files right here. So all of these files need to go inside our scripts folder, but before I can install these files, let me take out the ones I have in my game, and I'm just gonna go ahead and put them in a separate folder, because just in case this doesn't work, I'm gonna need to go ahead and keep my original ones. All right, so let me go ahead and open this up. So what I'm gonna do here is copy whatever is here. So this is our download right here. All right, so whatever I see here, I'm gonna highlight here and put it in the folder that I just created. So let me go ahead and highlight this SPA2 right there, and then we need these folders right here. I think there's two right here, so let me go ahead and highlight these two. The next, we need the metadata files right here. Let me see if I can see it. The metadata files are right here. Highlight those two. The next thing that we do need is the spa2.dll files. Should be somewhere over here, so it's going to be 1, 2. So I think altogether should be at least 6 files, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, no, 7. So 2, 4, 6, 7. So I have 7 files highlighted. So let me go ahead and minimize this one, and I'm gonna go ahead and drag and drop all of these 7 files in here. All right, as you can see, there's none of them over here. So these are my original ones, the ones that I installed a year ago. So let me go ahead and close this, and then I'm gonna go ahead and open up the one for our download. All right, so you can see that this is our download. Go ahead and open this up. I'm gonna go ahead and drag and drop all of these files inside my GTA 5 main directory, inside my scripts folder, just like so. As you can see, when I drop all of these files, it did not ask me to replace, because this is simulating installing this for the first time. Okay, so with that said, let me go ahead and close this. We are done with that, and we are done with this over here. I'm just gonna go ahead and keep this folder right here for now. Let me go ahead and close this, and then I'm gonna go ahead and turn off my my McAfee over here, just for maybe like 15 minutes or so, because sometimes if you don't turn off your virus protection, it actually reads some mods as like a virus or something like that, and that will actually affect the performance of your PC. You might find getting a whole lot of texture loss. I might still get a lot of texture loss right now, but we'll see once we do jump into the game. So let me go ahead and go to my Steam, go ahead and go to GTA 5, and I'm going to run my GTA 5 right now. So hopefully it's going to run and we are able to jump into the game, because I want to go ahead and see if this mod actually works. Like since some of you seem to be having a lot of problems with it, I don't know why, but go ahead and close that. I'm just gonna go ahead and leave this to run the game, and when we do jump into the game, wherever I'm going to appear in the game, we're just gonna go ahead and drive from there to the apartment, because I don't want people say, oh, you cut this and cut that, whatever. But anyways, let's get right to it. As you can see, I should be able to run into the game now, so I think it should work, but we shall see. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and run this into the story mode, so we're not playing online with no mods. All right, alrighty guys, as you can see, we are just about to jump into the game, and there you go. Yep, of course, some texture loss. I think that has to do with the mod that we just installed right now, because I'm running it for the first time. So I think my game needs to kind of like run a whole lot of files right now to make sure everything is running proper. But we shall see whether we are going to be allowed to drive around like this. As you can see, the game is coming to life now. So what I'm gonna do, guys, is drive to, let me just go ahead and open up the menu here. As you can see, we do find these places that we can go ahead and buy apartments and everything like that. But we're just gonna go ahead and go back to this one over here. I know where it is, so let's just go ahead and drive over there and see if we can actually buy an apartment or not. Okay, hopefully I don't get pulled over here. Yeah, for sure my texture loss is gonna run wild for now. If I do run the game maybe like 2 or 3 times, it's going to be okay. So that's not a problem whatsoever. All right, go ahead and try and do this as quickly as possible. All right, so okay, why is it entering online? I think the game is just loading a little bit more stuff right now, but let's go ahead and wait for it and see if it's going to finish that or not. And then we're gonna go ahead and check out the apartment, guys. I want to go ahead and try to buy the apartment. If I'm able to buy the apartment, one of the thing is you might be missing some requirements, not necessarily on this video itself. I mean, the things that we installed, it's not like all of it, but if you do watch all of my tutorials from top to bottom, guys, you should be able to get pretty much everything that you need for your game to function properly. Like, I did not put those videos in there just to put them there. All right, so as you can see, we are arriving right now, so we're gonna need to go ahead and buy an apartment first, and then we're gonna go ahead and need to go park this bad boy inside if we are able to, and then we're gonna go ahead and leave it inside, come outside, and maybe go back inside the apartment, go back to the garage and see if this vehicle is saved in there. Okay, so let's approach this buy sign right here. As you can see, guys, I am getting an option to buy an apartment right now, so I want to go ahead and see if I can buy one. So let me go ahead and press my D-pad right on my controller, and there you go. I am getting an option. As you can see, I can see prices for these apartments right now, so we're gonna go ahead and buy the most expensive one. So let's go ahead and buy this one right here. All right, let's see if everything is working. I guess I have purchased an apartment. As you can see, now we do have a green marker on that, indicating that we do own this apartment. All right, so let me go ahead and drive this bad boy to the garage and see, and we're gonna go ahead and go check out the apartment itself and then go from there. All right, so if this is working for me, I don't know why it's not working for you. As you can see, I do have the option to buzz into the garage, so let's go ahead and buzz in and see if we can go ahead and get an option. Yep, we do get an option to select the apartment that we want to go ahead and go to. If I go ahead and select this penthouse apartment over here, as you can see, we cannot go through because we don't own this. All right, so let's go ahead and go to suite 3 and see what happens. And there you go, we're gonna go ahead and get this. We might not get the whole play of this, but there you go, we're driving inside. We should be in the garage right now, so there you go, we are inside the garage. As you can see, the garage, it pretty much looks like the online. All right, so over here you should be able to change some things. We can go ahead and move this vehicle to somewhere maybe over there. All right, so let's go ahead and leave it. Whoa, so let's go ahead and leave it right there and see if it's going to be saved on that position right there. All right, so for right now, let's go ahead and go to the apartment first. Let's go ahead and buzz in. All right, as you can see, it is working for me, so I don't know why it cannot be working for you guys. So let's see here as Dr. Franklin walks in. All right, there you go. We are inside the apartment right now. All right, so let's go ahead and check it out and see if things that I should be working are working. So we're gonna go ahead and check out this TV here real quick. All right, there you go. The TV does work. All right, and this should be working as well. Let's see. Maybe it's not working. I don't know. Maybe there's a glitch or something. I don't know. But anyways, let's go ahead and go upstairs. I think over here you should get an option to sleep, but you are not able to sleep on this bed. I don't know why, but there you go. Mr. Franklin is able to sleep on it. This is my first time having able to sleep on this bed right here. It never works for me on that one. Let's go ahead and do it again. It never works for me. It really never works for me. Maybe I just fixed something right there. All right, so you should be able to change your clothes over here. Do I need to, you know what, let's put in a tuxedo right there. All right, let's go ahead and put in some shades. All right, let's put some shades on Franklin right there. All right, for the purposes of this tutorial right here. And then we're gonna go ahead and step outside the apartment. All right, let's see. Okay, now it does work, this telescope right here. Let's go ahead and check it out. All right, you can zoom out, you can zoom in and everything like that. All right, so it is working for me. All right, it is working for me. So all I can say is, guys, make sure you have all the requirements installed. And over here you can go ahead and change the look of your apartment as well. Let's go to apartment style, just like so, and then we can go ahead and change this to Moody. All right, so that's the Moody setting right there, and we can go ahead and change the vibrant setting right there. All right, and this one is called sharp. Okay, I think this one looks pretty cool, but you know, it just depends on what you like. This monochrome right here. All right, seductive over here. Let's see what this one looks like. Okay, all red and everything. Rego. Okay, let's see what this one looks like. And then last but not least, we got the aqua setting right here. All right, but I'm just gonna go ahead and keep mine modern. I'm just gonna go ahead and replace my original files because I do have vehicles, a lot of vehicles actually saved in that in my original files. All right, so let's go ahead and just exit the apartment for now, and I want to go ahead and check and take a look whether the vehicle is still in there. All right, so let's go ahead and go back to the apartment from this side. All right, we're just gonna go ahead and go into the apartment first, and then we're gonna go ahead and go to the garage and take a look at whether the vehicle is still there. But we're gonna go ahead and leave the vehicle inside because we need to go ahead and use our mechanic and see if they can actually bring us the vehicle. All right, so let's go ahead and enter the garage right now and see what's going on with that. I should see that vehicle in here. If it's not here, this thing is not working. All right, so as you can see, guys, the vehicle is right here. All right, the vehicle is right here, so that means it is working for me. So there's nothing wrong with the mod as far as I'm concerned. All right, there's nothing wrong with the mod as far as I'm concerned. So I need to go ahead and spawn a little bit far away from the apartment so that we should be able to use our let me go ahead and spawn somewhere like right here. I don't know, yeah, somewhere right here. Let's go ahead and spawn right there. All right, so we are here right now, a little bit further away from the apartment, and I want to go ahead and call my mechanic now to bring me that same vehicle that we packed in there. All right, so let's go ahead and open up this cell phone here real quick. We're gonna go ahead and go to contacts. All right, I think my stuff is freezing a little bit right now, so we're gonna go ahead and scroll all the way to the bottom. As you can see, we do have our mechanic contact right now, so let's go ahead and call this fool. All right, as you can see, I'm gonna go ahead and select the apartment. We only have one vehicle in there, and we're gonna go ahead and select this vehicle right there. All right, so this fool says he cannot get this ride over here, so I guess let's go ahead and move position a little bit. Let's go somewhere, maybe somewhere over here. Maybe this one will work. I don't know, maybe we are too close, or maybe he's busy. I don't know, but maybe this fool is busy. You just never know. All right, so let's go ahead and try to call him again. Come on, Franklin, go ahead and try to call this fool again and see what is. I didn't mean to call Z. I didn't want to call Z. Get out of here. All right, go ahead and call the mechanic once again. Yes, I need a ride. All right, so our vehicle is right here. As you can see, guys, it is marked. Whoa, it is marked in green because that's the vehicle that was served in that apartment right there. So my vehicle is right here. I can go ahead and get in, and then now we can go ahead and drive off and do whatever we want. So for me, the mod is working, so I don't see anything wrong with the mod. Hopefully guys are going to enjoy this episode. So if this video helped you out, do not forget to subscribe to the channel, drop a like on the video, and please do comment